Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Novelis Betty Marpaung. I will present our research about application of single moving average method for population growth forecasting. Here are the name of the authors, and they are from University of Riau, Indonesia. Introduction. The growth of population number in one village is one reason to get competitive fund to improve many public facilities in that village in every year in Indonesia, because the number of that fund depends on the rest of the population in the future. However, not all data about the increase of population yearly can be obtained easily in every village. It is caused the administration officers from that village did not do their job well in collecting and recording this data. As a sequence, the headmaster of the village cannot propose the fund based on the real data. Therefore, the headmaster must do prediction about the average of population rates in the coming year based on limited available data. The headmaster has problem in doing this thing because the headmaster doesn't know how to do it. The same problem also happens in Jaya village in Kuantan Singingi Regency at Riau province. Aim of the study is to do forecasting by calculation the population growth based on limited available data to get the prediction population, which is used as a basis to propose the fund effectively and efficiently. In this case, the available data is just 8 years data. By using single moving average method, mean absolute percentage error or MAPE average value will be produced. So, forecasting ability of prediction results can be classified based on signification of MAPE and the smallest MAPE average value to indicate the best forecast obtained in Beringin Jaya village. The benefit of the research is to be a reference for government to use limited data to propose fund based on prediction system in order to improve quality of the village. Outputs of the research are the best prediction of population growth total in 1 year using certain total number of periods based on MAPE average value from 2012 up to 2017. The second one is the smallest MAPE average value. The third result is ability, a level of forecasting based on forecasting results and MAPE average value. And the fourth is the best total number of periods to get the smallest MAPE average value. Literature references. The forecast method is a method to estimate what will happen in the future quantitatively based on relevant data in the past. Therefore, forecasting method is used in an objective forecasting. The forecast situation varies greatly in forecast time horizon. Certain factors that determine the actual outcome, type of pattern, and various other aspects. Single moving average method or SMA method is a forecast method by using data from the past with different times. Then they are added and calculated the average to find out the information that might be happening. To procure single moving average method, equation 1 is used. Ft plus 1 is equal to xt plus xt minus 1 up to xt minus m plus 1 divided with n, whereas ft plus 1 is forecasting for period t plus 1. xt is data for period t, and is total number of periods. Mean absolute percentage error or MAPE is a calculated percentage from the absolute value of the error in each period and divided by the data number of actual period. Here are the table 1. It is signification of MAPE, whereas MAPE value is less than 10%, so signification of MAPE is excellent for casing ability. If MAPE result is around 10 up to 20%, so the signification of MAPE is good for casing ability. If MAPE value about 20% up to 50%, so MAPE signification is reasonable forecasting ability. And if MAPE percent more than 50%, so the signification of MAPE is bad forecasting ability. MAPE values can be derived from using equation 2. MAPE is equal to summation of the absolute value of y1 minus yt divided by y1, and all of the calculation is divided by n times 100%. Whereas y1 is data for period t, yt is forecast for period t, and n is total number of periods. Methodology is started by problem identification of fluctuation number of population growth data, and then forecast calculate a population growth data using single moving average method with n is equal to 2 up to n is equal to 8. Calculation of forecasting error using MAPE formula then will be done. After it, we got result about the best forecast of population growth with total number of period in a year. The other result is MAPE average values from 8 years data. From this result, we will be determining if MAPE values get more than 50%, so we will get bad forecasting ability. If MAPE value around 20% up to 50%, so we get reasonable forecasting ability. If MAPE value around 10% up to 20%, so we get good forecasting ability. And if MAPE value is 10%, so we will get excellent forecasting ability. So from this forecasting ability, we will determine the smallest MAPE average value and the best total number of periods for the smallest MAPE average value. Result and analysis. Table 2 is population data. We got data from 2010 up to 2017. Here are the population growth total for every year. The comparison of forecasted and real data of population growth total with n is equal to 2 up from 2009 up to 2017 is shown in figure 2. We can see here that the number of forecasted real data is the red line is close with the number of the real data of population growth total. The same thing happened when the n is equal to 3. We got some periods has the closest number between real data and the forecasted data. But when we use n is equal to 4, we got fluctuated number for forecasted data, and it is not close to real data of population growth total. For n is equal to 5, we also get the close number between forecasted data and the real data. When we use n is equal to 6, we still get around 3 period that data of forecasted data is close with the real data. But for n is equal to 7 and n is equal to 8, we got a bit higher difference between real data and the forecasted data, real data and forecasted data. To calculate prediction errors using MAPE in equation 2, so we get calculation of prediction error in 2012 based on table 2, whereas n is equal to 2 using MAPE is 4.25%. Results of MAPE calculation of single moving average method with n is equal to 2 until n is equal to 8 from 2009 up to 2017 is shown in table 3. This is the result MAPE of single moving average method in average calculation. We got data from 2010 up to 2017, and we got MAPE forecast from 2012 from up to 2017. From this year, we got that the different number population in 2014 is the closest MAPE for case. We got around 0.06%, which the different number of population just 8 people. The average of MAPE based on single moving average method with n is equal to 2 up to n is equal to 8 to produce forecasting ability level is illustrated in table 4. This is the result of MAPE calculation of single moving average method. We got from n is equal to 2 up to n is equal to 8. We got, this is the value of MAPE, which is less than 10%. Based on these results, so we got forecasting ability can be grouped into excellent forecasting ability. And when n is equal to 6 is the smallest MAPE value that we got. Therefore, forecasting and ability level of the research is grouped into excellent forecasting ability. Forecasting a population number by using total number of periods from n is equal to 2 until n is equal to 8 shows that when number of predicted n is equal to 2, 3, 5, and 6, close the real data. Based on table 4, can be concluded that from range of n is equal to 2 up to n is equal to 8, the smallest MAPE average value is generated by n is equal to 6, with only 1.21% error. Therefore, n is equal to 6 is the total number of periods that can be used for forecasting in this study. The headman of the village is forced to make a proposal to obtain that fund for doing some improvements in public facilities in this village by using the result of this forecasting. In conclusion, first, the best forecasting of population growth total in 1 year, 2012 up to 2017, is in 2014, with the variation of population just 9 people or MAPE forecast reaches 0.06%. Generally, calculation results obtained of MAPE average value with n is equal to 2 until n is equal to 8 are less than 10%, which are grouped into excellent forecasting ability. Forecasting a population number by using total number of periods from n is equal to 2 until n is equal to 8 shows that when number of predicted n is equal to 2, 3, 5, and 6 are close to the real data. The last but not least, the total number of periods that can be used for forecasting in this study is when n is equal to 6. Because the smallest MAPE average value is generated by n is equal to 6 with only 1.21% error. Right, that's all our presentation today. Thank you for your attention.